There we go. I put on a real blade bait instead of a lipless one, and first cast. On the big M. It's so crazy. Musky number 2.
We're probably 34, maybe 30 foot.
Today I'm going to be fishing at the spillway behind me for the most rare fish in America. That is going to be the musky. This place is unreal though. I would put this as the #1 musky fishery in the world. If you just were counting strictly numbers, the size isn't here as much as some northern lakes, but the state record being in the low 50 inches range was caught from here, so that is always possible. I have caught 10 plus fish here several times. It's definitely possible to have an insane day. So I'll probably talk to you guys a little bit more with the big camera once the sun's up. It's about 6:15 right now, so it's barely getting light. I just have the settings of the camera cranked so you guys can see me. I'm gonna throw the chest cam on and start fishing. Enjoy. So I didn't bring a ton of baits down with me. Obviously the blade baits was working best before. I brought a few swim baits with me, but I think I might just start with the blade bait for a underspin and just try to catch a fish or two first, and then maybe switch to some stuff that's more fun. I think I'll just start with this blade bait first. I think this is a 3/4 ounce. It's a lipless slash blade bait. It's either one, honestly. I fish it more like a blade bait. I do only have like 2 of these left, so if we do get snagged, we'll have to run to the tackle store down the road, buy some other blade baits. I usually keep my drag medium tight for these fish and then loosen it depending on the size of them. So there's one other dude here, he's on the other side, so we got this whole side to ourselves right now. Got the huge net ready, of course. The current's actually ripping like crazy because there's 2 gates open. I haven't seen 2 gates open this year yet, since like January actually, so hopefully that's good. Hopefully they're aggressive and eating. The way I've been fishing this blade bait here and catching a million fish every time, I haven't been in over a month and a half, which is crazy. 2 months. Cast it out, let it sink to the bottom. You'll know you're on bottom. Maybe give it a rip to make sure blade bait's not hung in itself, but I don't like to rip it here because you'll snag fish. I literally just reel it up off the bottom, maybe give it a little twitch like that, let it sink. Reel it up off the bottom, let it sink. Now this blade bait being lighter, it doesn't like to start vibrating right away, so I might have to just do the ripping method, which unfortunately means I might snag a few fish, but if it happens, it happens. I'm actually gonna switch up to a heavier one already. Probably gonna rig my other rod up real quick with another bait just to give it a try. Mix stuff up. Might fish a little bit quicker before the sun comes up. It is about 40 degrees right now, so it's supposed to get into like the 50s today, but it's really overcast and foggy as you guys can see, and it's very windy already, surprisingly. We're on. That didn't take long at all. Guys, this is a huge one too. It came off. No, he jumped and spit it. He was not big. Okay. I just have not hooked one of these fish in a while. Wow, that felt huge. So that was like one of my first casts up along this wall, parallel. That fish crushed it on the paws, absolutely hammered it. That was like low 30s probably, was not big. He hammered it though. Didn't get a great hook set because when I went to lift up, obviously with the blade bait, he was just on. I am having to rip it up, unfortunately, because I don't know if the water temperature is making this bait not work as well, but before I could just reel and feel the vibrations, and now I'm having to actually rip it to get it to vibrate how I want it to. I'm gonna have to actually set it next time, even though I hook him on the rip up. Just have to reel down and really set the hook. They have such bony mouths, so many teeth. I am thinking about this winter sometime bringing the boat here, because my aluminum bass tracker, I could put it on the ramp right down there past the bridge, and we could bring it up to the line that goes across blocks off where you can take a boat to. So bringing a boat and just putting it right here along the wall if there's no one here. If there's people here, I'd fish out in the middle, but making casts parallel along the wall where you can't get from the bank looks like, from what I've seen other people, is unreal, and it's just non-stop fish catching. So if you guys want to see that, I'll probably end up doing it this winter. I'm gonna throw the underspin around this wall for a second, see if we can get an aggressive one. There we go. I put on a real blade bait instead of a lipless one, and first cast. First cast, we got a fish with it. It is definitely a skill to land these fish on these little tiny treble hooks and these blade baits, so it's having to relearn it every time you hook one. Or every time you come here, I mean, so it's not easy to land them. This is not a big fish, but our second bite in only 10 minutes of fishing just shows how crazy this place is. And we got him. This is nuts. So I put on it's a craw colored blade bait, but it's a real like lead blade bait instead of it being a lipless, and that worked immediately. We're gonna get this fish unhooked and I'll show him to you guys. He has come unhooked in the net, which is great. So let's grab this fish out of the net and show it to you guys. I would say this fish is right at 30 inches, not a big one. Some pretty stripes on it though, so I'm excited to show you guys. There we go, fish number one. Not a big one, probably 31, 32 inches. She's blind in one eye, not that eye you guys can see, but I don't want to have to risk turning around. Those are some crazy colors on this fish. This is one of the most beautiful ones I've caught. That is so awesome. Let's get her back. There she goes, out of the water for 10 whole seconds. Now my hands are wet and freezing, and this water temperature is probably in the low 40s because it's coming from the bottom of the lake. So like I said, I moved over to a traditional blade bait, this craw pattern one right here, just so I could get more of a feel of the bottom and really feel it, and without having to use my rod tip to get it to have action. I was just using the reel by burning it, and that was literally first or second cast with this bait. So let's keep fishing. I was actually able to, on the pause, feel my bait tick and hit the bottom, and then 1 second later I felt another tick, and I just reeled up and set it because I knew that tick would be a fish. Every time you feel that second tick, it's a fish. That fish was right along the wall. That was probably about the size of that first one I had hooked. Might have to go get hand warmers from my truck because it is cold. Wasn't sure if they'd like the craw color, but they obviously don't mind. I'm gonna try to catch one on the Mega Bass Big M. I actually caught my biggest musky ever here on this one. On this bait, the Mega Bass Big M. I'm about to show you guys. But I lost that one like the next cast. And I had this one at the same time, but I didn't want to lose it because I wanted to bass fish with it first. And I bass fished with it quite a bit, and I've had no luck with it because it's a pretty large crankbait. I'm sure I'd get bit on it if I just fished it more, but catching a musky on it sounds cool. But unfortunately, you literally lose like every bait you throw here. So you might not have this by 10 minutes from now, but gotta try different stuff here. On the Big M. That didn't take long. That took no time at all. Literally, this is crazy. This place is nuts. On the Big M. That is a little tiny fish though. Where is your great grandmother at? Got him unhooked. I'm gonna grab this fish out of the net and show it to you guys, and I'll show you the bait I caught it on. That was pretty crazy. It took 10 seconds of fishing this to catch one. There we go. Look at those spots. That's so crazy. Musky number 2. Look at those teeth. On the Big M 4.0 Mega Bass crankbait. Second fish, second bait. And there she goes, little guy. That fish is probably not even 30 inches long. Mega Bass Big M 4.0, gigantic crankbait the size of your hand. Now I gotta dry my hands off before they freeze off. I brought the tape measure in case we gotta measure a big one, but unless I think it's 40, I'm probably not gonna measure it. It is only 7:13. It's been less than an hour and I've caught 2 fish. Just gotta stand here for a minute, warm my hands up. especially using a rod like this Alpha Softswim Silver. It's got that metal Fuji reel seat, so it is very cold to use. The fish was actually right out here in front of me. He was nowhere near the wall. Once the sun comes out, I won't have to warm my hands that much between fish, but until it does, it is cold. Just wait until we're fishing here in the winter, and you have to fight the ice in your guides every cast, destroying your line.
Big flutter spoon on there.
They've probably never seen one.
Oh my god, I gotta jump. Oh, never mind, it's not that big. It's still a nice fish. Here.
I'll net him, hold on.
Got it nice, so you should.
There we go.
Oh,
He came unhooked exactly right there. On the deep diver. There you go.
Dude, I literally stopped.
I heard him taking drag. Third one of the video.
Alrighty.
On the deep diver.
Yeah, probably 34, maybe 34. Probably not 35. Probably like a 30.
The colors this time of year are nuts.
That is pretty crazy. Real beat up, but not a bad fish at all. Absolutely crushed that deep diver. There he goes.
So that's Luke, who I know from TikTok, who also fishes here, and he was here at the same time as me. So he just caught that fish on a deep diver. We've both broken off. I broke off 2 blade baits already. He's broke off 1 blade bait, and I barely been fishing, but the bite's pretty good. That's the 3rd fish. Had a few bite at our feet, so definitely could catch 10 probably if we stay here for long enough. So I'm gonna keep fishing.
It's insane. Like people are like, oh, it's showing you that good. They are the fish, but I don't think there's another spot.
This is the best. It was a braid. It's braid. It's the same. I don't know why I cast there. It's the same thing every time. Straight out to that pole right there, there's a giant pile of line. But there's also a giant pile of rocks out there too. Oh, got a lipless. On a seal eater. Yeah, a 6 cents lipless.
Hilarious. It's the same color blade bait I got on. That's like 10 bucks. You almost bought one of those.
So we're about to head to the store to buy more blade baits because we're literally out of them, and I'm out of steel eaters too. So I'm gonna show a little bit of footage when we're in there, and then we're gonna go fish the other side. I looked it up, and that place is just closed on Mondays. This is like shockingly terrible.
Oh my god!
Right as I say that, that's right in frame too. It should be in the video.
Crap, it was a small one. I literally was like
on the paddle tail.
This, and I went like this and lifted it out of the water, and it freaking come up and slammed it. Oh, I got him.
The net is all here. I'm just gonna net him with the net like this.
I can feel it.
That's not good. He came back for it.
That was so sick. I was messing with it, and he come up and went.
Let me know when he's close. I'll just put the net down because it's all messed up right now. I don't know what you do if you hook a giant one on that. That's gonna be like
so cooked. Especially if he ate it past my jig head.
Yeah.
I'd be so
There we
cooked.
go. Hopefully he doesn't roll and break you. He is not giving up. Look at that thing. Oh,
hey, dude. What am I spinning around?
Screaming. Come on. Got him.
Oh, let's go.
Nice. On the paddle tail. It just came right out. I literally just grabbed it. I grabbed it and it just came right out. On the paddle tail. Such a pretty fish.
That is a very good fish.
4th fish of the day. The spots are crazy. On the paddle tail. You guys should be able to have seen that eat at our feet. 8 2 casts in a row. Good.
Yep. Alright, here he goes.
They're so colored up right now.
He should, especially.
Yeah, we had to cut a little spot in the net, but he'll be fine.
There you go. See if it's real strong. That's how you treat a musky.
Oh my god. I reeled and I stopped and I reeled and I stopped.
Hey, well,
What? I caught another lipless. Is that your crankbait? No, it's not. It's a DT8.
It's a nice crankbait.
Dude, what? This place is like a joke. That's what I kept trying to reel down to hook set, and it's a crankbait. Number 2 of the day.
Good game. I didn't know Joe can. Oh, I got something. It's a musky.
It's a musky, yep. He's probably gonna break you if you don't. That's not good.
He's skinny and gross looking.
Yep.
The average.
Where's he going?
He's not that bad.
No.
Not that great.
Don't you dare go through the net now. He already came and hooked. Yeah. No. Again on the paddle tail.
Yeah, just literally, I saw bait scatter and then put the paddle tail over, let it hit bottom. I felt him thump it once and then he thumped it again and I set the hook.
They're definitely being weird today.
Yeah, and both fish have been. Oh my gosh.
He was ready. I'm gonna go fish right where the concrete starts for a little bit and then call it a day. I think it's about 12:30 right now. So that's gonna be it for this video. I ended up fishing halfway down the rocks and had no other bites. The other Luke caught 3, I caught 2. Unfortunately, his friend, I think he had 1 bite, and I had another bite on the Mega Bass Big M 4.0, but the GoPro is dead, so unfortunate. Caught 2 in the first 20 minutes, and then nothing after that, which is kind of crazy for here. Just the clear, more cold water, I think it's got them all messed up a little bit right now. But I'll be back here within the next few weeks, so at least we caught a couple, especially for this time of year. But thank you guys for watching.